Good afternoon, students. Can you all hear me? Can someone unmute the mic and please respond? Students, can you all hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, okay, right.
Yes,
So, good afternoon to you all. I am Shashika Jayakodi. I am an attorney at law and I'm a visiting lecturer of your university, and I'm doing your first year subjects as well as second year subjects. Especially for first year, I'm teaching you all about law basics. That subject calls ethics and law basics. I am doing the law basics part. Okay, for second years, I am teaching business and labor law. So students, as I heard, you all have already started your orientation program. This is another session. Today I will discuss about basically general things, in the sense general background of your undergraduate life, and what are the things you should know basically, and what are the rights you should be aware of, and how you should safeguard your university life experience, and how you have to face with the obstacle, what are the things that you have to go through, and how you take precautions to face with that. Okay, you all hear me?
yes, madam.
Okay, we'll move to the next one. Have you all already visited to the university? Or it is only a online program so far? Please answer. Have you all come to the university?
Yes, madam.
Okay. So, this university, this is located in a very ideal location, surrounded with very natural beauty and very close to the main city also. So, actually, there is no doubt that Yola belong to a great university. I would say Uvalasa University is a very effective and efficient university among all the other Sri Lankan universities. There is a reason behind that why I am saying. You will realize it very soon why I am saying this is the best university among other Sri Lankan universities. So you should be proud of yourself being a part of this university. Okay. So right. Uh, if you all okay with that, you can turn on your cameras. Okay. Right. So, students, I should say that this is a very good opportunity that you will have already gained through your A-level exams. Okay. You have passed a highly competitive exam and you have got the university entrance to this university. This university is a very unique place, students, actually, compared to other universities, because all the programs, all the degree programs are highly job oriented, and the job rate is very high. Therefore, you all are in a great path so far. Okay. So I am also a former student of OLS University. Now I am a lawyer. First, I started after my A levels as a E&M student. I have a Bachelor of Business Management degree. So, I think I myself is a good witness for this university. I can witness how it work perfectly, right? So, what are the things it has given to us, and what is the background it has provided to us. Okay, and regarding the job orientation, job markets, everything is very perfect. Do you all have any question to ask? Any clarifications you need to ask? I think for your previous lectures also, you have educated about the background of this university and the degree programs and all. So any other things you wish to add or any things you want to get clarifications so far? Yes, Puta. If anyone have a doubt, you can raise or you can send it to the chat box. So students, before moving to the presentation, let me ask you a question. Okay, that is a very general question. That is, what is the scope of a university student? I don't mind hear your voices. Anyone wish to add your thoughts? What is the scope of a university student? As you think. Yes, Putta, anyone like to speak? There are 129 participants, so I would like to hear your voice. So what, at the moment, what is in your mind? So what you are planning to do ahead in your 4 year of time period in this university? Now you have successfully completed school education and you all selected to Uvalasa University. Now you are eagerly waiting to start your undergraduate life. So as all of you are undergraduates, what is the scope of a university student as you think? Yes, anyone wish to answer? No answers. Shall I ask for a particular student? Yes, Puta. How you have planned this undergraduate life? Okay, first of all, tell me what are the degree programs today join with this discussion? What are the degree programs? AQT students? Are there any AQT students?
HT,
Uh-huh. ENM students? ENM students?
yes, miss.
CST students? IIT? SCT? Okay, let's discuss what is the scope of a university student. Okay, the very first thing is What is the main job that you have to do? What the picture says?
Learning.
Sorry, Puta. Am I audible? Can you all hear me?
Yes, yes, miss.
Yes, the very first thing is you have to study. Study is the main task. Only doing studies is not sufficient to achieve your ultimate goal. So while you are studying, keep in mind there are other things. You have to keep a good balance with studies. The next one is discipline. So as the picture says, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Currently, there are so many graduates, thousands and millions and billions graduates and professionals in this world. Even though there are so many graduates, educated people in this world, if they do not follow proper disciplines, it is not worth. Therefore, to achieve your goals, you have to keep up your discipline level as a bridge between goals and accomplishment, right? The next one is, these are very general things, okay? I am generally discuss these things because even nowadays these things are lack in our society. That's why I am discussing these things even though you feel like these are very general things. So the third one is, what is the third picture says? Anyone add your thoughts?
Communication.
Yeah, communication plus keeping good company with your colleagues. Maybe with your colleagues, your seniors, with your lecturers, with your juniors once you pass to second year, and good relationship, good company with non-academic staff. You have to keep a very good relationship, very good association with everyone, unlike in school days, right? There are in the university level there are no teachers, no principals, no headmasters to monitor you all. You have to behave yourself, okay? For that you have to keep up your disciplines, as well as you have to keep a good company with your surrounding, with your friends, lecturers and all. What is the next one?
Humanity.
Yes, what do you mean by humanity? As you all are listening to news every day, you get the idea nowadays society's lack of humanity because of the day-to-day activities that we are often hearing. So humanity is compassionate and being sympathetic and the generous behavior and about your good qualities. Basically, how much you are learned and educated, uh, if you do not have a good moral standards, very good qualities, that qualification is worthless. You may earn well, but as a person to the society, there is no worth. Therefore, as a university student, the main scope is, the first one is to study. While study, you have to keep a good balance with other things. You have to keep a good company with your friends, colleagues, and lecturers and everyone. Then you have to keep a very good disciplines, and you have to sustain a very good moral standards. Okay. After you keep up all thing in a very good balance, then you can go to your ultimate expectation, that is to get your degree. Not only a degree with a class, at least second class. Okay. So, as a university students, today itself, start plan your journey ahead. Okay, there is a very difficult journey actually. So you have to study hard, you have to maintain your disciplines, you have to keep a good relationship with your surrounding and others, you have to keep a very good qualities. So if you achieve all these things, then you can go to your ultimate expectation with colors. Okay? Are we good now? Any things to add? You want to add anything? Any thoughts? I don't mind hear what you think about these things. However, students, you have to keep in your mind, this journey is not a bed of roses or a piece of cake. It's a very hard task. As you all are very intelligent and very good students, smart students, I would say smart students. So you have to be very mindful about your journey. So in this journey, there are so many barriers and obstacles come across your path. You have to be very, very mindful. You don't know what will bring tomorrow. Okay, you have to fight. You have to keep up your confidence level and the self-esteem in a very good, solid position. Amaya, ANS 60060. Amaya, Sitmi, are you there, Puta?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what I am saying, you have to fight and you have to keep your confidence against there are so many obstacles that come across you. So always say yes to good things and never don't be afraid to say no for things that go against your standards. Okay, if there are things you might think that may harm to your personality and your well-being, don't be afraid to say no. That shows your confident level. As a university student, unlike in school days, there are no parents, no guardians to protect you here. Okay, you have to manage everything by yourself. So be a straight person. Don't uh, afraid for anything that could harm to you to say no. And for every good thing, you should say yes. You can say yes without second thoughts, right? You don't have to wait like what will my friends say about this. If she's okay with that, I'm also okay with that. No. This is not a school. This is the university level. You should have a very good confidence and the uh, very good self-esteem to grab everything you want and reject everything you do not need, right? Do you understand? Yes, Anjali, what do you think? Any thoughts to add? If anyone wish to speak about your ideas, I'm all ears. Okay, while you think about to tell me something and to your friends through this discussion, I will tell you one example story. If what happened that you do not act on your self-confident and if you are unable to keep a very good personality. Okay, this is a very unfortunate story that regarding this situation regarding solely and based on a ragging case, right? So you will realize after this incident uh, how much this student was unfortunate about his life because of some unfortunate incident. This case is about undergraduate. The name is Selvanayagam Varapragash. This incident was taken place somewhere around 1997. I guess before you all born. Okay. Have you all heard this name before by any chance? Except that Venura Trima stories. This is also a very good example to you all learn about the repercussions that come across your lives if you are unable to keep your confident level to say no for harmful activities. Students from Jaffna, have you all heard this name before? Selvanayagam Varaprakash. Anyone heard this name before? Oshan Akalanka, are you there?
Yes.
Right. What is your degree program, Putta?
CST.
CST. Okay. Who is this Selvanayagam Varaprakash? He was a 21-year-old boy and he was entered to engineering faculty, University of Peradeniya. He is from Jaffna. Okay, while he was entering into the engineering faculty, simultaneously he was preparing for his final exams in SIMA. Just like nowadays, we all are doing our other professional courses except to the university education. That is a normal thing. In that time period also, that might have been a normal incident. While he was entering to the university, he was a final year student of SIMA, just like you all. Now, you all are just after enrolling to this university. Okay, there are so many students around you that doing there are a lot of professional courses other than this, just like SIMA, SLIM, banking, and there are so many courses. Just like that, Varaprakash also doing their SIMA exams. What happened? He was dragged a few miles away from the university. By whom? From same department. Engineering students, engineering faculty seniors, maybe his seniors, second years, maybe second years or third years or fourth years. Okay. What he was asked to do? He was forced to do 500 sit-ups, right? Despite his vehement protest. දැඩි ලෙස විරුද්ධ වීම නොතකා ඔහුට බල කරා sit-ups 500ක් කරන්න. Do you think it is a possible task even for an army person? No, never. Normal physically fit person cannot do 500 sit-ups. I mean, you all can, but it is under a pressure and a forceful event. It is kind of a physical harassment. It is kind of a physical violation. So he has done 500 sit-ups. What has happened? He was collapsed. And finally, he was taken to his boarding place. As a result of that physical violation, physical harassment, he was passing blood and brought him immediately to Colombo because this incident happened in Kandy, somewhere closer to the University of Peradeniya. What happened next? He was admitted to the hospital and he was under the treatment of ICU, and he had to face with kidney failure, then lungs failure. What happened next? He died. Do you see how unfortunate is that incident? He was entered as an engineering faculty undergraduate. Also, he was a partly qualified CIMA student. However, unfortunately, his life was terminated because of these unnecessary activities. I would say unnecessary, unethical, illegal activities like ragging. What do you all think? Do you agree with these kind of acts? What do you think? At least answer for that.
No, miss.
Yes, very good, very good. Yes, that's what I want to hear. Boys, what do you think? What do you think? SCT number 71. What do you think? What is your name, Puta? Number 71. SCT. What is your name?
Monishan.
Sorry.
Monishan.
Okay, Puta. What do you think? Do you agree these kind of activities? What is your idea?
No, ma'am.
Yes, very good. So I guess you all are in a very good position. In your previous lectures, the lecturers, did they discuss about these ragging and all? Is this the first time you all are hearing? Yes, Anjali? Amaya? In your previous lectures, did the lecturers discuss about these concepts, discuss about ragging and all?
Yes, ma'am, but not this.
Sorry, Putta, your voice is not clear. You can answer in whatever the convenient language except Tamil. I can't understand Tamil. Calling
Yes, ma'am,
lectures,
had the discuss, but not about this.
right. They had a general discuss, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll continue the Varaprakash incident, okay? So unfortunately, he was passed away. So while he was in hospital, his brother had asked, why didn't you object to do 500 sit-ups? Did you see his answer? I have highlighted that part. He had answered that he feared that he would have been killed if he refused. කොච්චර බය වෙලාද? තමන්ට මේ වගේ දෙයක් කරන්න කියලා බල කරාම ඒ දේ මම ඒ දේ කරන්න කැමති නෑ කියලා එතනින් ඉවත් වෙන්නේ නැතුව මාව මරයි කියන බයට he had agreed. But what happened at the end? Anyway, he died. After he identified 6 suspects. Okay. While he was in the ICU, okay, there are suspects that brought to his vicinity, and he has identified 6 suspects. In the sense, his seniors, those who had done this incident to him. And what he had urged to his father, මොකද්ද තාත්තට බල කරලා කියලා තියෙන්නේ? තාත්ති, please don't do anything to them. If you have done something, they would have been suspended and it would cause a delay in their education. It seems to me that this Varaprakash is really worrying about the value of education. එයා බය වෙනවා මේ අනිත් අයගේ ප්‍රශ්නය ගැන කතා කරන්න ආවොත් මේක VCට වෙනකම් ආරංචි වෙලා මේක ප්‍රශ්නයක් ඇති වෙලා එයාව සස්පෙන්ඩ් කරයි කියලා. ඒක නිසා he requested from his තාත්ති, don't do anything to harm them. See the level of humanity that he had. Do you see his humanity? However, other students, the raggers, they do not even consider about his physical condition, right? That is the difference you should keep in your mind. Who is in this picture? That is, yes, mother and the father of the Varaprakash. Imagine if your parents are there, the situation. Okay, so don't ever let those kind of things happen to your life. Whatever the cost, take the risk and say no. Okay, that shows your level of confidence. After Varaprakash died, so basically it's a murder, right? Yeah, කරපු harmful act එක නිසා මැරෙනවා. So the parents can complain to the police. After police complain, the police start the case to investigate the case, and case goes to the courts. So as he was from Kandy, that incident taken place at Kandy, so the case goes to the Kandy police, and Kandy police started the case and it goes to the Kandy magistrate court. Okay. At the magistrate court, ඒ කියන්නේ මහේස්ත්‍රාත් උසාවි අධිකරණයේදී මෙම නඩුව දැන් අහන්න පටන් අරගෙන තියෙනවා. දැන් වරප්‍රකාශ මැරෙන්න මොකද්ද මේ හේතුව? පොලිසියෙන් මේ දැන් මේකේ සාක්ෂි මෙහෙවනවා. සාක්ෂි මෙහෙවනකොට Dr. Prakasham gave evidence. Dr. Prakasham is the father of Mr. Varaprakash. He's a doctor, right? So while giving his evidence, he's leading his evidence. Okay, we'll see what he's saying. So Mr. Dr. Prakasham says, once those who gave ragging demanded him to give all his identity cards. But my son had said that he needed them because he was going out of the campus premises as he was attending a class in accountancy. So the Varaprakash has informed his father while he was in the university, the seniors had asked about his IDs. ළමයි ID එකතු කරන පිස්සුවක් තියෙනවනේ යුනිවර්සිටි වල ඒ කාලේ. Nowadays no longer those habits are happening, right? This is about 1997. Okay, so those who gave ragging demanded to give him all his identity cards. Identity cards ටික ඔක්කොම ඉල්ලනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ university ID එක, then this student is doing CIMA exams, then the CIMA ID, maybe driving license, ඒ ඔක්කොම දෙන්න කියනවා. එතකොට then this Mr. Varaprakash, he said that I need my IDs because I was going out of the campus premises because I have to face the CIMA exam. Therefore, I am participating for accountancy classes, right? He has reasoned out why he is unable to give his ID cards to the raggers. Then what had raggers told? The ragger had then warned him, all right, you do your accountancy. Well, you come back on Monday, we'll look after you. Do you think is it a good command? No, it's a threat. It's a warning. Hari, accountancy කරගන්න. සඳුදාට එන්න අපි එතකොට බලා ගන්න. That's the hype that they showed to him. Okay, he has told that to his father, and the father gave evidence at the magistrate court revealing these facts. Do you understand what I am saying? If I am speaking too speed and fast, let me know. Okay. However, the trial goes, and the Raggers accordingly was punished, and then because of this Varapragash incident, there is a huge discussion, and the general public urge about enactment of legislation to what? To ban ragging in universities. In simple terms, because of Varapragash incident, basically it's a murder case because of ragging. Therefore, general public asked the parliament to pass acts to ban ragging. මේ වගේ සිදුවීම් වෙන එක නවත්තන්න, නවක වදේ කියන දේ නවත්තන්න අවශ්‍ය කරන නීතිමය පියවර ගන්න කියලා සාමාන්‍ය රටේ ජනතාව සහ මේ වරප්‍රකාශ්ගේ ෆැමිලි එකේ අය ඔක්කොම එකතු වෙලා පාර්ලිමේන්තුවෙන් ඉල්ලීමක් කළා. Because parliament is the place where law is created. Okay? As a result of that, just after 1 year, this masterpiece of legislation came into the stage. That is a very good legislative enactment. That is Prohibition of Ragging and Other Forms of Violence in Educational Institutions Act number 20 of 1998. This act defines A to Z about ragging. There are no any loopholes. There are no any lacunas. මේ ඇක්ට් එකට අනුව ළමයි නාමක වදේ කියන දේ හරි ආකාරවම විස්තර කරලා තියෙනවා. කිසිම දුර්වලතාවයක් මේ ඇක්ට් එකට අනුව පැනලා යෑමේ හැකියාවක් නැහැ කිසිම රැගර් කෙනෙක්ට. This is a very strict masterpiece of legislation. Okay? So what do you all get from this story? What do you think about this story? Imagine that has happened to your siblings or your relatives. What do you think? What do you think about that? Any thoughts? ඔයාලා මොකද හිතන්නේ එහෙම දෙයක් Taman දන්න කෙනෙක්ට වුණොත්? තමන්ගේ යාළුවෙක්ට වුණොත්, තමන්ගේ නෑදෑයෙක්ට වුණොත්? Do you all agree with these kind of notorious acts? No, right? That's a rejected act. Do you all with me? Or am I only talking isolately? Yes. Are you all with me? Yes, reply to the chat.
madam. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Very good. Seems that you all are agree with me. There is no option, okay? You have to agree with me. Even if I ask, do you all agree with me? You have to agree with me. There is no option. Therefore, student, I would say your personality and the confidence are very much important factors. Those are like key of a successful student. You have to keep a very good personality always, and you should have a very good self-confidence. Unlike Varapragash, what he has done, even though he has disagree with the activity that he had to do, because of the fear, he agreed to do that. Don't do that. No one can harm you like that. You can quickly remove the places like that. ඉක්මනට මෙතනින් යන්න. අනතුරකට පත්විය හැකි දෙයක් කරන්න එපා ළමයි. අනතුරකට පත්විය හැකි ස්ථානයක ඉන්න එපා. අනතුරක් prevention is better than cure. Okay? හැම තිස්සෙම දෙයක් වුණාට පස්සේ ඒක හොඳ කරගන්න යන්න කලින් පෙර සූදානමින් එතනින් ඉවත් වෙන්න. That is your intelligent level that you can use the situations for the situations like that. As we all know, there are lamai different people in this world. Okay, so similar that scenario similar for the universities as well. If I take 50 students, they are different from each and every one. We have very different opinions about everything, even for politics, about education, about society. Some may have communist ideas, some may have like capitalist ideas. There are different ideas, different people in this world. So day to day, you have to deal with different kind of people. Therefore, you have to use your brain. Otherwise, there is no path to go. You have to stuck yourself. Also, as there are different people, there are different mindset of students are also there. So some students may encourage ragging, right? Some may discourage and not agree with ragging. I guess all the students here do not agree with ragging, but there may be some students, they encourage ragging. But you have to keep in your mind thoroughly. People who are encouraging ragging, always there is a weakness in their personality. That's why they are doing that. You see that in Varapragash case, the triggering point is while he was doing the engineering degree, he is preparing for SIMA exam. Okay? He is doing something extra for his future. So what the seniors did, they try to sabotage that. ඒක කඩාකප්පල් කරන්න හැදුවා. IDs ටික ඉල්ලුවා. Then he cannot go out of the university premises. He cannot participate for accountancy classes. So it sabotaged his SIMA exams. That is kind of educational jealousy. Because of those kind of things, some people are encouraging rags. People who are having less self-confident and low self-esteem, those people are only encouraging ragging. I'm saying this based on my experience too. Okay? Right. Do you have anything to add? Do you want to say anything? What do you think about university life? Anyone wish to add your thought? This should be an interactive session, okay? I do not appreciate speaking alone. You can unmute your mic at any time and say what you want relevant to the lecture. Why the participant count is getting reduced? I do not ask questions pointing out each and every one. Don't afraid. I have time for that. For the lectures, while I'm doing lectures, definitely I'm asking, pointing out your index number, registration number, questions. Yes, there is one question. Who should I inform when I experience or see something like this? In your university, there are specific protocols for that, right? So, you will be informed in your upcoming sessions. So, if something happened to you or it is likely to happen to you, then what is the precaution that you have to take? You will be informed very soon, okay, within the university. At least now, by now I can tell you, you can inform your lecturer, okay. Even it is a university, you can speak with your lecturer, or there are non-academic staff, you can inform them. There are student affairs unit, right? You can inform them. Do not suffer in silence. You should inform if something happened to you. You will be very specifically informed in your upcoming sessions. What are the protocols that you have to take? මොනවද ගත යුතු ක්‍රියාමාර්ග කියන දේ ඉතාම පැහැදිලිව සහ විධිමත්ව ඕගලන්ට ඉදිරියේදී විශ්වවිද්‍යාලය විසින් දැනුවත් වීමක් කරයි. මේ අවස්ථාව වලට මට කියන්න පුළුවන් ඕගලන්ට පුළුවන් ඔයාලට ඉන්න ආසන්නතම කතිකාචාර්යවරයෙකුට හෝ අනධ්‍යයන කාර්ය මණ්ඩලයේ කෙනෙකුට හෝ ඕනෑම කෙනෙකුට ඔයාලට ඒ ගැන දැනුවත් කරන්න පුළුවන්. Your protection is and your privacy is safe. Do not worry about that. Actually, these kind of barbarian acts are not continued now. Okay, in Uvalasa University, in my days, there are no ranks. Okay, I do not say that nowadays they are doing ragging. No, our university, that is an anti-ragging university. Okay, I'm really proud to say that our university, it's a very unique and a very different place. We do not drag our juniors to get their socialize. So what do you think? Why they are doing ragging? They are trying to destroy your self-confidence and your personality. Once you lose your self-confidence and your personal beliefs, you become a broken person. Broken person is easily captured. If you are broken, it is very easy to take your control. Then they can make you very obedient student for them, for ragging. That's what they want to do. First thing they are trying to do is to destroy your self-confidence and your personality. Once you are destroyed, then you will be a broken student. Once you are broken, it is very easy to them to take your control. Then they can make you obedient. Whatever they ask, you have to do, because you are very fear of everything. You are very like හැම දෙයකටම හා කියනවා. උත්තර දෙන්න බයයි. Don't do like that. Don't break yourself. Okay, you should be very confident enough about yourself. I am an educated person. I came to this university to do my studies and to get my degree with the class. Whatever the obstacles, barriers come to my path, I do not welcome them. I have a goal. After 4 years of time period, I should get my degree with a class. That is my main focus. While that journey, you have to be a very good person with your friends and everything. As I explained you in the third slide, that is what is the scope of a university student. Other than that, you don't have to welcome anything that may damage your academic journey. Be mindful about that. Do you all agree with me? There's no one to talk other than texting. I don't mind your voice. You can say anything. Do not think about the language. I do welcome Sinhala as well. If you can't understand my English, please let me know. I will repeat it in Sinhala. Are there any EAG students, export agriculture students? I did not see any messages from EAG students. And PLT students? Are you all here?
Yes, madam.
Okay. What is your name, Puta?
Tikshani.
You are from PLT or EAG?
EAG.
EAG. PLT students? Once the lectures started, I can meet you all. What is this question? Api akamati කියලා බය නොවි ඉන්දියානම්. අපි අකමැති කියලා. Is that a suggestion or you asking me? That Sinhala is quite not clear for me. Can you reframe the thought? Whatever they ask from you to do not agree. Simply as that. I mean, I do not suggest you to go with fight with your seniors or anyone. Do not go to fight, okay? But simply say, no, I do not agree. I do not agree with these kind of activities. I am here to study. That's my main job. I do not entertain these kind of activities. That's all. And if someone try to rag you, I would suggest you please carefully study about him. There is always a lacuna in his personality. That's why he is doing ragging. People who are very confident about themselves and have a very good self-esteem, තමන්ගෙන හොඳ ආත්මාභිමානයක් තියෙනවා නම් තමන්ගෙන ආත්ම විශ්වාසයක් තියෙන ශිෂ්‍යයා කිසිම අවස්ථාවකදී තවත් ශිෂ්‍යයෙකු තලා පෙලා හිංසා කිරීමේ චේතනාවට යොමු වෙන්නේ නැහැ. තවත් කෙනෙකුට ඉගෙනීමට සහ හැම දෙයකටම උදව් කිරීම විනා එතනින් එහාට කිසිම කරදරයක් කිරීමට පෙළඹෙන්නේ නැහැ. The student who are try to do ragging, they have very weakness in their personality. Maybe one example, they may be lack of speaking English, but you are very good in fluent in English. Okay, that comes as a jealousy. ඒ වගේ දේවල් තමයි ළමයි ප්‍රශ්න වෙන්නේ. That is a very basic example. There are so many things. During our period, we did in exam time period, we did discussions. All people gathered to one place and we discuss about subject matters. We do not want to pass only ourselves. අපිට තනියම පාස් වෙන්න ඕනුනේ නැහැ. අපිට ඕනුනේ අපේ යාළුවෝ හැමෝමත් එක්කම හොඳට ලකුණු අරගෙන හැමෝම පාස් වෙන්න. That is the mentality that you should develop. Collaboration with your friends. If they disturb us in our lectures time, what can we do, madam? That's a very good question. Use your common sense. Okay, I have explained and discussed so far. Now you are an adult person. You all are adults. So use your common sense and try to neglect any perilous situation. අනතුරට පත්විය හැකියයි සිතිය හැකි සියලුම අවස්ථාවල් මගහරවාගෙන තමන්ගේ දැනුමින් තමන්ගේ ගමන යන්න. That is the best advice that I can do for you all. If it is an intolerable situation, තමන්ට තවදුරටත් පාලනය කරගත නොහැකි සිදුවීමක් නම් you can inform to a lecturer. Okay, you can inform to a non-academic staff, student affairs unit. During our time period, we can directly call to our VC sir. Okay, he is a very great person. He was the founder of this university, Mr. Chandra Ambuldeniya. He gave us the opportunity, if there is anything happen to harm us, we can directly call him. We can directly inform him. That's a very effective way to avoid obstacles like ragging. Any more questions? Now the participants are around 95. Okay, I don't mind. Okay, we'll continue. So students, I might say you, in the modern world, the current trend is not even the democracy. That is liberal democracy. In the modern world also, the trend is thinking about individualism. It's like liberal democracy in the sense that is a democratic system of a country which considers individual rights and freedoms. That is the level of democracy that developed countries are achieved by now. They consider about the well-being of each and every individuals, not like the everyone. Do you understand that ප්‍රජාතන්ත්‍රවාදය කියන දේ දැන් අද වෙනකොට සමාජයේ වෙනස් වෙලා තියෙනවා. දැන් තියෙන්නේ ලිබරල් ඩෙමොක්‍රසි කියන එක. ඒ කියන්නේ තනි පුද්ගලයාගේ නිදහස සහ යහපත වෙනුවෙන් සලකා බැලීම. ඒ වෙනුවෙන් නීති සම්පාදනය කිරීම තමයි වර්තමානයේ වන විට ලෝකයේම නව ප්‍රවණතාවයේ බවට පත් වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. So students, do you think that some universities they creating a concept like equality? අපි හැමෝම එක වගේ වෙන්න ඕනි. No, that is not the case. How we can be equality? No, we are coming from different family backgrounds. We cannot be equal, and we have a different level of intelligence levels. I may achieve first class, you may achieve second upper, or someone get a general pass. Don't mind it. We are very different people. However, the most important thing is, without doing any harm to others, you have to go your journey. Okay? That is your level of liberty. In Sri Lanka, there is a very popular presumption, පූර්ව නිගමනයක් තියෙනවා, that is every citizen of this country is presumed to know the law. මේ රටේ සෑම පුරවැසියෙකු විසින්ම මේ රටේ පවතින නීතිය මොකක්ද යන්න පිළිබඳව පූර්ව දැනුවත් භාවයක් තිබිය යුතුයි යන වග. Every citizen of this country, it is presumed that they know the law of this country. That is a presumption. So as university students, it becomes crucial to search deeper. You are now considered as educated people in this country. Young generation. No longer you are children. Now you are a youngsters. So as university students, it becomes crucial to search deeper. Always be alert on what is happening around you. Please listen to news. You know, Sri Lankan news are not that much effective nowadays, but nothing to do. We have to listen. What at least we have to get an idea what is happening around us. Okay, please be alert on everything that is happen around you, and always try to be a smart student. Don't believe anything that just after here. Okay, ඇසූ පමණින්ම කිසිම දෙයක් විශ්වාස කරන්න එපා ළමයි. That is not your intelligent level. You have to be analyze everything, and you have to develop your analytical skills. You have to do research. If someone told you about a story, first you think you have to analyze it, whether it is possible to happen, or if same thing happen in any other places, or you can do any researches what has happened in other countries. Today after this lecture, go to internet and search what are the cases that happen to university students, just like Varapragash. In Sri Lankan context, what are the incidents? In foreign context, what are the incidents? Nowadays, what is the level of ragging? Just like deep, search in deep. Do not believe as it is you hear. Even what I am saying, do not believe. Please analyze. And please search more. So do your researches and analyze, understand, then implement what you want. Okay, that's how a reasonable mind student works. What do you all think? Is studying in a university is a piece of cake? Lazy වැඩක්ද university එකක ඉගෙන ගන්න එක? Yes, it is. It is a very easy and a very joyful experience for your life. But the limit of joyfulness and the easiness is decided by you. Not only from anyone, only from you. The way you face with your barriers and obstacles, the level of intelligence that you are occupying to face with obstacles is up to you. Everything is up to you. තමන් විසින් තමන්ගේ බුද්ධිය මෙහෙवला ඒ ඒන සිදුවීම් වලට මුහුණ දීලා මේ දේවල් කොහොමද මගේ ජීවිතේට එකතු කරගන්නේ, මේ දේවල් වලින් මගේ අධ්‍යාපනයට වන හානිය මම වළක්ව ගන්නේ කොහොමද, මගේ අධ්‍යාපනයේ ගුණාත්මක බව වැඩි කරගන්නේ කොහොමද කියන දේවල් පිළිබඳව තමන්ගේ මොලෙන් තමන් හිතලා තමන් වැඩ කරන්න ඕනි. Then it's a piece of cake. හරිම ලේසි වැඩක් වෙනවා එතකොට. Do you understand? Do you all agree with me? Because unlike your school days, there are no parents, no teachers to guide you all. Whatever you did today comes as either benefit or a negative effect to your life. So please be mindful of today. Do you all agree with me?
Yes, madam.
Okay. So far listening to my lecture, what you all have decided? දෙන්නම් මං ආවොත් මට මොන හරි කියන්න කියලා now you are all confident. What do you think? I'm always requesting from you all to be very mindful and be smart. Okay? Now you all are in a technological era. Okay? The information, there are a lot of information, there are a lot of technological facilities, lot of thing to read, lot of thing to analyze. So use them. Even use ChatGPT. Ask ChatGPT, please analyze ragging situations in Sri Lanka. Please analyze this with global context. Read the content and suggest research regarding ragging. Go to the links and read. I do not ask you to follow them thoroughly, but please be educated. හැම දෙයක් ගැනම දැනුවත් වෙලා ඉන්න. That's all I'm asking. Do you understand? Any questions? What is this about? The Constitution of the Democratic Socialist Republic of Sri Lanka, 1978. Students who did political science for their A-levels, they know. Are there any students who did political science?
Yes, madam.
So what is the Constitution? What do you mean by a Constitution? You can answer any language you are convenient. What it brings to us? What is it? Constitution, it says about the law. Basically, how to govern this country. A to Z, about governing and controlling and administering this country. It says about how it goes on and off. Okay? So, there are articles in constitutions. Vyavasthavalin තියෙනවා. According to those articles, it says how we govern a country, how we govern a person. Right? There are a few articles I take you through because those are very important for you at this moment. The first one is Article 11. So, student who did political science, do you remember what is Article 11? Okay, I do not do much trouble on you. Okay. Please refer to this picture. What do you all think? What is his expression? Is he in a happy mood or is he in a pain? Is he in a sorrow or what? What is his expression as you all guess? Yes. Answer to the chat box. Yes, pain. Obviously, he is in a pain. Why? I guess he is being tortured. No person shall be subjected to torture or to cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment or punishment. What it says, you and I representing everyone of this country. Okay? We are not subject to torture or to cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment. අපිට අපිට කාටවත් අපිව වද හිංසාවට පත් කරන්න බෑ. අපිව ඩීග්‍රේඩ් කරන්න බෑ. අපිට inhuman විදිහට අපිට සලකන්න බෑ. කුරිරු විදිහට අපිට සලකන්න බෑ. But what happened to Varapragash? He was being tortured until death. Do you see? In our constitution itself, under Article 11, it protects us from torture. Do you understand now? If one student asks me how I upheld my rights if something happened to me like that. So it basically in the constitution it says according to Article 11, I cannot be tortured by anyone or degrading treatment or any punishment. So that is as our basic right, it protected from our constitution. You cannot do any harm to others. If you are doing that, you are doing a punishable offense. What is the next important article? Article 12. That is right to equality. Very famous topic among university students. Samanatmatavya. What it says. According to the Constitution, Article 12, it says, all persons are equal before the law and are entitled to the equal protection of the law. Every person has same rights in this country. Practically, in some cases, this is quite impractical. I would say that. But in most cases, we all are equal before the law. Right? You know, one example, former President Maithripala Sirisena, he had to pay compensation for Easter attack case, even though he was a former executive president. මේ රටේ හිටපු විධායක ජනාධිපතිවරයෙක් වුණත් නීති ඉදිරියේ ඊස්ටර් ඇටැක් එක නිසා ජීවිත හානි වුණ මිනිස්සුන්ට විශාල වශයෙන් වන්දි ගෙවීමට ශ්‍රේෂ්ඨාධිකරණය විසින් හිටපු ජනාධිපතිතුමාට නියෝග කරා. Do you see? All are equal before the law. Even he was a former executive president. විධායක බලතල තියන ජනාධිපති කෙනෙක් වුණා. So all persons are equal before the law. In universities, student, I should say how it relates to the university. Most of the cases, when you come to first year, the very first concept that your seniors are try to put into your mind is we all are equal. Okay? No. In that case, we all are not equal. We are from different cultures. I am a Buddhist, you may be a Catholic one and Hindu one. Our beliefs and our thoughts are different from person to person. I may have a communist idea, you may have a capitalist idea. So we are very different persons. That the constitution, equality and the equality among your colleagues is two different things. Don't mix these things, right? They are introducing ragging to bring the equality. No. Ragging is not an option to bring equality. I told you nowadays the very trending concept is liberal democracy. තනි තනි පුද්ගලයාගේ නිදහස සහ යහපත වෙනුවෙන් කටයුතු කිරීම තමයි අද කාලේ ලෝකයේම ප්‍රවණතාවය බවට පත් වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. එතකොට සමානාත්මතාවයක් ගැන කතා කරන්නේ. This article says about right to equality before the law. That is the different thing. නීති ඉදිරියේ අපි හැමෝම එකයි. එහෙම නැතුව අපි පුද්ගලයෝ ගත්තා මගේ නේබත් මමත් we are in a very different levels. අපි කවුරුත් equal වෙන්නේ නැහැ. That's a lie. ඒක අමූලික බොරුවක්. Do you understand? Anything to add? Do you wish to add anything? Any experience that you have gone through so far you wish to share with all? So this is also very much important. Our constitution discuss about our fundamental rights. Okay. අපේ ආණ්ඩුක්‍රම ව්‍යවස්ථාවලියෙන්ම අපිට තිබිය යුතු මූලික අයිතිවාසිකම් ගැන කතා කරලා තියෙනවා. First one is freedom of thought, conscience and religion. අපිට සිතීමේ නිදහස තියෙනවා. අපිට හෘද සාක්ෂිය අනුව වැඩ කිරීමේ නිදහස තියෙනවා. අපිට කැමති ආගම අනුව ජීවත් වීමේ නිදහස තියෙනවා. Then the second one is freedom of speech. We have a wide freedom to speech. Whatever we want to express, we can say unless it is not to defame for anyone. තව කෙනෙක්ට අපහාසයක් නොවන පරිදි අපිට අපේ කැමති දේ ප්‍රකාශ කිරීමේ අයිතිය තියෙනවා. So the next one is no person shall be discriminated against on the grounds of race, religion, language, caste or sex. Even if I am a woman, you are a man, that is not a ground to discriminate us. You can't use religion to discriminate any person or a language or a race. Please keep in your mind these fundamental rights. These are very much important for your day-to-day lives. So in Varapragash incident, I told you the public, general public and the all Sri Lankans, they are urged to enact a legislation. That is the Prohibition of Ragging and Other Forms of Violence in Education Institutions Act. So we will look into this act. I am not discussing each and every part of this act. So I am bringing only two parts only, because that two parts are only important for your life to safeguard your rights at the university. We'll see what is the first one. That is ragging. Do you see this picture? That boy was asked to kneel down and raise his books into the head. Yes, you should not comply with these activities. This is exactly ragging. What is ragging? Ragging is any act which causes or likely to cause physical or psychological injury. It is not only a physical injury, it can be a psychological injury. මානසිකව කරන ආපදාවක් වුණත් අපිට නවකවදිය කියලා හදාගන්න නිර්වචනය කරන්න පුළුවන්. Mental pain or a fear. ඕනම ස්ටුඩන්ට් කෙනෙක්ට ඕර සහ විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ ඕනම රාජකාරී කරන පුද්ගලයෙක්ට තවත් කෙනෙකු විසින් ශාරීරික හෝ මානසිකව බයවැද්දීමක් හෝ හානියක් කරනවා නම් මේ ඇක්ට් එකට අනුව ඒක අපි රැග් එකක් කියලා හඳුන්වනවා. I'll answer that question later. So do you all see ragging? What is the punishment for ragging? If someone do ragging to a innocent student, it is a offense under this act. He can be convicted after summary trial before a magistrate, be liable to rigorous imprisonment for a term not exceeding 2 years. බරපතල වැඩ සහිත වසර 2කට නොඅඩු සිරදඬුවම් ලැබෙන තරමේ වරදක් නවක වදේ කියන්නේ. You all should be aware of that. The person who while committing ragging causes කෙනෙක් නාවක වදය කරන අතරේදී ලිංගිකව හිංසනයට පත් කළොත් හෝ හිරිහැරක grievous hurt ඉතා දරුණු ලෙස හිරිහැර කළොත් ඒ පුද්ගලයාටත් ඒ විදිහටම rigorous ඒ කියන්නේ බරපතල වැඩ සහිතව සිර දඬුවම් ලැබෙනවා. හැබැයි මෙතෙන්දී මේ වරදේ gravity එක වැඩි නිසා ඔහුට වසර 10කට නොමඩු සිර දඬුවම් ලැබෙනවා. So keep in your mind, ragging is not a simple one. It's a very serious case. That's why this act comes as like this. What is the next one? That is criminal intimidation. That is සාපරාධී බය ගැන්වීම. A person who within or outside an educational institution threatens verbally or in writing. විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ හෝ විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ පිටතදී ඔබට වාචිකව හෝ ලිඛිතව බය ගැන්වීමක් කරනවා නම් okay, to cause injury to the person, reputation or property of any student or a member of the staff or an educational institution, or to the person, reputation or property of some other person in whom the victim is interested, with the intention of causing fear in the victim or of compelling the victim to do any act which the victim is not legally required to do so. මම මේ දේ කළ යුතු දෙයක් නෙවෙයි. නමුත් මාව බයවද්දලා මට බැනලා තර්ජනය කළා මට කියලා අකටයුත්තක් කරගන්නවා නම් we can call it as criminal intimidation. සාපරාධී බිය ගැන්වීමක්. That is a punishable offense under this act. He or she who is doing the ragging can be liable to rigorous imprisonment not exceeding 5 years. බරපතල වැඩ සහිත වසර 5ක් සිරදඬුවම් ලැබිය හැකි වරදක්. So once you are in prison or in a jail or remanded, then you should ask for bail. Sorry. අපල බාගන්න ඕනේ. However, this ragging is except from that. rag කළා වැරදිකාරයෙක් වෙලා උසාවියකට ගිහින් හිරගෙදරට ගියොත් අප ලබා ගන්න පවා අමාරුයි ළමයි. That much of serious case. So what do you think? Have you all heard these things before? Is this the first time you all hear? Please someone answer or text. Yes, participants. Ajit, what do you think? Have you all heard these things before? Or do you understand what I was telling you since the beginning? Yes, Isurika. Sahan. I told you that as a tradition, our university, we are anti-raggers. We do not entertain or we do not welcome ragging cases. There may be some exceptional situations. That is the nature of this society now. So in most of the cases, your university, ragging is not entertained. Ragging is not available. So that's why I told you, you are very lucky. You are in a very great hands. This is a very great university. We have our own bylaws that can eliminate ragging. So I think you will get the answer. This is another important act. තවත් වැදගත් පනතක්. Offences Against Public Property Act. This is important that you should know because you know, university, all the properties are public property. Those properties, they all constructed through public funds. So all the things, all the material things in the university, we categorize them as public properties. Therefore, you are not entitled to do any cause of harm, any harm to those properties, even for a university desk, university wall, anything. You cannot damage. If so, it can consider as a offenses against public property, which is also a very critical offense, very serious offense. Keep in your mind. You see in this picture that bus was burned to ashes. So it may be a public transport. Damaging that, burn it, causes a very difficult and very big repercussions for the people who has done that. So if you have committed any damage to public property, that is non-bailable offense. Public property එකකට damage එකක් කරලා උසාවියකට ගිහින් වැරදිකාරයෙක් වුණොත් ළමයි ඔයාලට ඒකට ඇප ලබාගෙන අර ඇපයක් තියලා ගෙදර එන්න බෑ. You have to stay in prison for a long time period until your case finished. That is the exceptional circumstances. And there is one more law you should know. That is student discipline bylaws. This is adapted for our university. Student Discipline Bylaws number 1 of 2009 of Uvavellasa University. These bylaws are using to control you if you have been caught of doing any unworthy conduct. So if you have been caught of doing some unworthy conduct or damage conduct to the university, then Vice Chancellor, he can take all decisions in consultation with whom? The Senate and the Council. These are the major bodies of the university you should know. There is a council. There are council members. All the decisions are taken from the council. Even if you are ineligible for a subject to sit for exam, the council will consider. If anything happened to you, if you do a proper request, then council will consider. It is like the last resort. ඒ කියන්නේ අන්තිමටම අපිට විසඳුමක් ලබා ගන්න කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් ස්ථානය. And the Senate. Okay? That's why even for Vice Chancellors also have a consultation with the Senate and the Council before take a decision about you. Then all decisions after taking them shall be reported to the Senate and Council. You must know these offenses. If a student has done abuse, harassment, or any intimidation can lamai තර්ජනය කරනවා බය කරනවා of any person whether physical or mentally. කායිකව වෙන්න පුළුවන් මානසිකව වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ගහන්න හදන එක physically වෙන්න පුළුවන්. call කර කර blackmail කර කර මම අරක කරනවා මේක කරනවා කියලා mentally තර්ජනය කරන එක, that is also mental intimidation. ඒ වගේ දෙයක් කරලා ඔයාලා වැරදිකාරයෝ වුණොත් see the punishment, expulsion from the university. What do you mean by expulsion from the university? University එකෙන් නෙරපා හරිනවා. University එකෙන් අයින් කරන්න පුළුවන්. Do you wish to happen to see that? නෑනේ. මෙච්චර මහන්සි වෙලා exam එකක් කරගෙන ආවට පස්සේ කිසිම හේතුවක් හින්දාවත් we do not wish to expel from the university. Or the next offense is causing of physical injury or physical harm. If you have committed these kind of offenses, it can cause to suspension for 2 academic years. අවුරුදු දෙකකට විශ්වවිද්‍යාලය අත්හිටවල තියන්න පුළුවන්. ඔබට අවුරුදු දෙකක් විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයට එන්න බෑ. Then what happened to your 4-year degree? It becomes to a 6 years degree. That's a waste of time. Suspension for 1 academic year. And it may be severe warning with the record in the student's personal file. ළමයි once the personal file ළමයි එක සැරයක් හරි ඔයාලගේ personal file එකට warning letter එකක් ගියොත් when you are go for an interview after you completed your degree, it will negatively impact your personality. So please try to avoid every punishments. අඩුම තරමේ warning letter එකක් ගන්න වෙන විදිහේ වැරද්දක්වත් කරන්න එපා. Do you see there are researchers in the Sri Lanka as well as in foreign context. They have done regarding ragging. This research is about, this was published in the Colombo Telegraph. It is about a study on the laws related to ragging in the universities in Sri Lanka. It discusses about the laws, whether the laws are sufficient enough to control the raggings in Sri Lanka. You better refer to this article, okay? This was published in 2021, April 1st at Colombo Telegraph. So please give me an answer for this. Do we have to reg ourselves to socialize in the subculture of a university? As you all know, in university there is a subculture. Do you have that experience so far? What is the subculture in the university? We have different terms we are using. And we have different practices. To keep up those things, we do not need ragging. අපේ යාළුවෝ අතරේ අපේ ජේෂ්ඨ ශිෂ්‍යයෝ අතරේ අපේ කතිකාචාර්යවරු අතරේ මේ හැමෝම අතරේ අපි සාමූහිකව ඉන්න නම් අපිට මේ නවක වදේ කියන දේ හරහා අපි යන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. අපිට පුළුවන් අනිත් අයත් එක්ක කතා බහ කරලා සුහඳව හොඳින් ඉඳලත් ඒ දේම කරගන්න පුළුවන්. Ragging is something unnecessary thing. Okay? So, this is a famous proverb. Okay, it says, give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. What it says? It says, give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. If you offer someone a one-time solution or short-term help, it solves their immediate problem, but does not solve the long-term case. Right? However, if you teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime, it says if you teach or educate someone how to do something for themselves, they acquire those skills and knowledge to meet their own needs as they require. So it says it provides self-reliance and a more sustainable solution. That is what now I am doing for you all. I educate you all to safeguard your university life that will bring lifetime benefits. Now I am explaining you the things that you have to do when there is unfavorable situation happen to you. I am making your confidence level. I enhance your level of confidence to face every obstacles. Once you learn how to improve your level of confidence, then you can acquire that skill which can be a more sustainable solution for your entire life. Do you understand? මම ඔයාලා හැමෝටම මේ වෙලාවේ කියන්නේ තමන් තුළ තියෙන ආත්ම විශ්වාසය, තමන් ගැන තියෙන ආත්මාභිමානය, ඒ හැමදේම තමන් දැන් හොඳට sorry එක්සෑම් එක හොඳට පාස් වෙලා ඉතාලම හොඳ උපාධියක් හදාරන්න හොඳ විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයකට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන වෙලාවේදී ඒ කිසිම දෙයක් තවත් කෙනෙක්ගේ කිසිම දෙයක් නිසා නැති කර ගැනීමේ අවශ්‍යතාවයක් නැහැ. අපි ඒ වෙනුවට කරන්න ඕනේ දිගු කාලිනව පවතින අපේ ආත්ම විශ්වාසය ආත්මාභිමානය කියන දේ හොඳින් පවත්වාගෙන අපිට ඉගෙනීමේදී මෙම අධ්‍යාපන අවුරුදු 4 අධ්‍යාපන කටයුතු කරගෙන යාමේදී අපිට ඇතිවන අභියෝග වලට ඊටාම සාර්ථකව මුහුණ දීලා අපේ ගමන ඊටා හොඳින් අවසන් කර යුතුයි කියන දේ තමයි මම ඔයාලට මේ වෙලාවේදී කියන්නේ. So I educate you all to safeguard your university experience. That will bring you lifetime benefits. ජීවිත කාලෙම මේ දේවල් ඔයාලට කොතන ගියත් after the university time period then you have to start to work somewhere. Same scenario repeats. Okay, there are people who try to tarnish your rights. ඔයාගේ අයිතිවාසිකම් නැති කරලා දාන්න හදන අය ඉන්නවා. එතකොට again you have to struggle with those things. Once you develop your skills, your level of confidence, there is no fear in this world that you cannot battle with. කිසිම දෙයක් එන්නේ නැහැ ඔබට fight කරලා බේරෙන්න බැරි. The major thing is the major key for your success is self-confidence and the self-esteem. ආත්මාභිමානය. කිසිම වෙලාවක ඒ දේවල් නැති කරගන්න එපා. ගොඩක් වෙලාවට ස්ටුඩන්ට්ස් ළමයි ඔයාලගේ තියෙන self confident එකයි personality එකයි break down කරන්න තමයි රැග් එක එන්නේ. රැග් එක කරලා හිතන්න දැන් හරිම ලස්සන ළමයෙක් ඉන්න. හොඳටම 3 years අරගෙන එයා යුනිවර්සිටි එකට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. එතකොට he or she can speak English in very fluently කතා කරන්න පුළුවන්. It seems that දැක්ක ගමම පේනවා very perfect prodigy. Okay, හොඳටම හැමදේම ඉගෙන ගන්න පුළුවන් ළමයි. ඔන්න රැගර්ස්ලා එනවා. ඇවිල්ලා ask him to do sing in front of an audience. මේ කට්ටිය ඉස්සරහා වල සින්දුවක් කියන්න කියලා force කරනවා. ටිකෙන් ටික අර ළමයාගේ තියෙන ආත්මාභිමානය, එයාගේ තියෙන values ටිකෙන් ටික අයින් කළා මේ දරුවව කඩාවට්ටනවා. He tried to make him a broken child. Okay, එහෙම කරලා ඒ ළමයාව අවනත කරගන්න හදනවා. obedient student කෙනෙක් කරන්න හදනවා. obedient student කෙනෙක් කරන්න හදනවා. එතකොට ඒ දරුවා රැග් එකට කීකරු වෙච්ච අයියලා කියනවා නම් මං කරනවා. කරන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. නැත්තම් මට ඉන්න වෙන්නේ නැහැ. එහෙම කියලා තමන්ගේ අභිමානය නැති කරගන්න. But keep in your mind, student, always this world creates by disobedient child. මේ ලෝකෙ නිර්මාණය කළේ හැමතිස්සෙම අවනත දරුවා නෙමෙයි, අවනත නොවූ දරුවා. I will tell you 3 examples, very good examples. The first example is Siddhartha Gautama. Okay, if he had to listen or obedient to his father, okay, then he had to stay in 3 palace, Ramya Suramya Suba. ඒවැ ඉඳලා සැප විඳලා රජ කෙනෙක් විදිහටම මිය යන්න තිබුණා. But he didn't listen what his father was asked to do to him. තාත්තා කියන දේ අහුවේ නැහැ. He was followed what he wants to do and he delivered the greatest philosophy to this world. That is the greatest enlightenment. නිර්වාණය කියන දේ හොයාගත්තා. See, he was a disobedient child. විනීත දරුවෙක් නෙවෙයි. දෙමාපියන්ට කීකරු වුණේ නැහැ. කාටවත් කීකරු වුණේ නැහැ. Do you understand what I am trying to say? The next example is the Jesus Christ. He never listened to his mother, but he followed what he wants to look into. Then he delivers one of the greatest philosophy to this world. If he listened to his mother, he never provide this philosophy to this world. Do you see? The next very good example, which is specific for Sri Lanka, is the King Dutugamunu. His father, King Kavantissa, highly advised to Dutugamunu not to have a battle with King Elara. Did he listen? No, never. He didn't listen to that. He started battling with King Elara, and he did the unitary state of Sri Lanka. Elara රජතුමත් එක්ක සටන් කරලා ලංකාව ඒකීය රාජ්‍යයක් බවට පත් කළා. If King Dutugamunu stopped himself after listening to his father, this country would not be a unitary state at that time. එහෙනම් මේ වෙද්දි මේක ඒකීය රාජ්‍යයක් නෙමෙයි. Do you see my point? I do not ask you to disobedient to your parents, because parents are always in your side and they always wish your well-being. I am talking about the university. There are no people in that premise. Always think like your parents. So do not obey what your seniors or whatever people ask. Do not obey always. There are so many occasions, so many instances that you have to comply with them. You have to respect them because they are seniors. They have 1 year, 2 year, and 3 year elder than you. They have gained knowledge than you. That's why we call them as seniors. So you have to respect for that. But if they are something to do unethical and harmful for you, do not have to listen for that. Don't listen for that. Be a disobedient child. Be a disobedient student. That's your responsibility. That shows your level of confidence. Do you understand? That's all for the day I wanted to deliver for you all. If you have gained something from this lecture, that I'm very happy. And there's one more thing you should know. Please answer for this question at least. What is your ultimate expectation of this journey after 4 years? What is the expectation? Yes, anyone from the audience? From the textbooks? Haven't you have planned it? What you are going to do? Are you all with me? Or just log and do your own works? Are you all disobedient to me? Then that will bring you repercussions. Yes, you have to complete your degree with a class, with colors. That is the main, ultimate expectation. Then you have to find a good job. See, I included my photo here because I'm your senior. I think I am, I'm from 5th batch. You are from 23rd batch. So I think I am like 16, 17 batches senior to you. So this is the day that I achieved my Masters of Law. So you can be happy just as me once you completed your academic journey. Yes, to build up your career path. That should be your ultimate expectation. So don't forget, education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world. You can change the world. If you are a well-educated person with good moral standards, don't forget that part. There are millions of professionals in this world, millions of engineers, millions of doctors, physicists, astronauts, lawyers, accountants, teachers, but it doesn't mind unless you have a very good moral standards. හොඳ ගතිගුණ, හොඳ පැවතුම්, හොඳ චර්යා රටාවක්, හොඳ විනයක් නැත්තම් ඔබ කොතරම් වෘත්තීය වේදියෙකු වුවත් ඒකෙන් සමාජයට ඇතිවන යහපත ඉතාම අඩුයි. You have to keep a very good balance with everything. And please do not forget to uphold your rights. If someone try to tarnish your rights, someone try to put you in a perilous situation. කරදරයක් සිදුවිය හැකි තත්ත්වයකට ඔබ කවුරු හරි පත් කරන්න යනවා නම් do not let that happen. Please raise your voice. That's what all I am saying. Yes, this is a very good answer. One student says he wished to level up him as a good citizen, and he wants and he eagerly waiting to get his best class on graduation. That is a very good thought. Please make a very solid and a very good goal and paste it in your wall and look at it every day and remind your goal. Then it automatically it comes as a reality of your life. Okay. So with that, students, I can yes, that is the end of my session. I hope you all have learned something from this lesson. Okay. So I wish you all the very best for your future endeavors. So I wish to see you soon at the university. I will address for you all as your law lecturer. So please be prepared for lectures and study hard. And I wish you all will success in your future and try to score well for every subject. Then at the end, it make you a very good GPA. Okay. All of you, please try to at least get a second class, second upper or a second lower. Do not stop at the general pass. Okay. Everyone, please try to get a class. Having a degree, general pass is not sufficient to go for a job. Even for banking, for bank jobs, for executive levels, they ask degree plus class. If someone says you, haha, now you have passed your A levels, now this time is to relax yourself. University anyway, they will get you the degree. You don't have to get a class. Blah blah blah. That is not the case. The important thing is a class. To get a class, you have to study hard. You have to work hard. You have to study today itself and get a good marks score. Then only you can be a very successful person in the society. Okay. So with that, I will wrap up the session and I'll call it for the day. And have a nice day, students. Okay. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
You are welcome.
Thank you, madam.
You are
Thank you.
welcome. You are
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank
You are welcome. You are welcome.